Good evening, Singapore. This side Rahul Magan here. Back to the video. Sorry, the last 3 days we not shooted any video because of some issues, Anyways, issues being resorted now. Now, first of all, I would like to offer you happy hour once again from Marina Bay Sands, my favorite place. If you would like to have happy hour, and I'm feeling very happy, so you can have this avail the happy hour. But for that, you need to come to Singapore. I'm feeling very happy for two reasons. Number one, in the last 5 years, I'm telling to people that Indian economy is heading as a recessionary economy, as a bankrupt economy, but nobody is listening. I'm not talking politically. I'm not supporting any political party, neither I'm from any political faction. That is, I'm only talking numbers, the incompetency of our regulatory institutions like Reserve Bank of India, the credit rating agencies, Security and Exchange Board of India. It has nothing to do, no political party I'm supporting in that regards. Whether it's a ruling party or the opposition party, they themselves decide how they wanted to go and so on and so forth. So I have few figures which I have collated from Bloomberg, and figures are from Bloomberg, and figures are from the Bloomberg News also. So they are the source of my information, so let me be very clear. It's not my numbers, okay? So the first source is that the rating downgrade were double than the upgrades in first quarter. Yes, the ratings downgrade were double than the upgrades in the first quarter of 2019, and this is worst since 2013. So the similar kind of incidents whereby the rating downgrades were more than, basically double than the rating upgrades. So I mean to say, example, you are having 50 scripts in an index, and out of 50 scripts, the upgrade is happening 2, while the downgrade is happening 4. This is a very happy news for India, Second is that behind every 2 downgrades, there is 1 upgrade in the first 3 months of 2019. This is another happy news, because as an economy, India is doing a wonderful job. On paper, we are growing by 8%. I have not saw any quarter when on paper Indian economy grew by less than 6.5 to 7%. But if boss, you seriously growing by 6.5 to 7%, can you able to answer the 2 simple facts which are on the Bloomberg and Bloomberg News, which is that the rating downgrade were double than the upgrade in first quarter, and which is worst since 2013. Also, 2 upgrades, behind every 2 upgrades there is behind 1 upgrade there is 2 downgrade. And the thing is coming now, the real mess is coming now. As per that information which is on the Bloomberg News, that there are roughly 10,190, precisely speaking, 10,190 non-banking financial corporations are operating in India as at September 2018. So as per Bloomberg, as at September 2018, there are 10,190, approximately 10,200 non-banking financial corporations operating in India. And the total outstanding loans in their books is 20 trillion rupees. 20 trillion rupees, which tantamount to the current run rate of $285 billion. $285 billion. This is 1/5 of the balance sheet of the nationalized banks, not private bank, nationalized banks. Now, this information can be interpreted in 10,000 ways. Now, first way of interpretation is the nationalized banks are already having approximately $13 odd trillion of non-performing asset, which is being quoted by Reserve Bank of India. Time to time, I'm always raising my voice that the number which Reserve Bank of India is quoting is absolutely incorrect. It is understated by not less than 30 to 40%. That's time to time I am raising that. More importantly, we also need to understand that if the non-banking financial corporations, which are 10,119 count as at September 2018, which is precisely speaking 8 months, to be honest, 8 months old data. I don't know how accurate this count. As of now, it is 10,290 or 10,390, or maybe it is only 9,000. I don't know, because mess up in non-banking financial corporation already started. Before interpreting more, I would try, before quoting the name of somebody, the name of that gentleman, the banker, he's a very famous banker in India, and I don't know for what he's a banker actually. In one of the conclaves which happened in Mumbai, although I'm always fortunate that I'm not a part of that conclave, he gave a statement that Indian banking system is nowhere facing crisis, and non-banking financial corporations are very side away from crisis. It would never happen. Same business person was on the board of ILFS also, the revised board which was being incorporated by Government of India on ILFS. You know what the greatest job this board has delivered on ILFS. Rather than doing anything rightfully, they just winded it up. They just winded it up, and you know that now officially Reserve Bank of India has said that you can treat ILFS as a non-performing asset. So tentatively speaking, if we're going with the media numbers, then 80,000 crores of non-performing asset are once again coming in the books. This is good news. Even now, coming back to the topic, if $13 trillion of Indian rupee already as an NPA, and the total loan in the NBFC books is 20 trillion Indian rupee, and the number is being quoted by the Bloomberg, right? Which effectively meant that if we take this number, that this 20 trillion is 1/5 of the nationalized balance sheets. It means that as per Bloomberg, the value is 100 trillion, right? It means we are seriously next to the time bomb. It is either we are next to the time bomb or time bomb is next to us. I don't know, but both of us are next to each other. But more good news is coming. More good news is coming. More good news is that our beloved bank, State Bank of India, wrote off 1 lakh crores worth of loan in the last 2 years. This figure was quoted by the minister in charge in the parliament. I don't know the date, but he quoted that in the parliament, and I got this from the source is the Business Today actually on the internet. So State Bank of India wrote off roughly 100,000 crores, 1 lakh crores of debt. How many zeros in 1 lakh crore? 5 and 7, 12 zeros. After 1, it is 12 zeros. 12 zeros being wiped out, wrote off like that. It holds nothing for you, right? And bankruptcies by the corporates are rising. Majority of the bankruptcies are not reflecting in the public domain, as they are not coming in the public domain. Now my question is, if you have that information right before you, when the rating downgrades are more than upgrades, behind one upgrade there are 2 downgrades, and we also need to appreciate that the work which these credit rating agencies are doing are actually fake. No credit rating agency warned investors that Yes Bank is on the verge of crisis. Today, the Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank of India, I am forgetting his name, the Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank of India quoted a statement in the public domain that Yes Bank crisis looks more messier what exactly it is as of now. Now, if we accumulate or collate all these information at one paper, then I would like to raise 3 questions to all of our viewers, because we are shooting from my favorite place, Marina Bay Sands, you know. My 3 questions are very simple. Number 1, do you still hold any trust on Indian economy? Do you still think that whatever numbers we are as of now, either it is by Bloomberg, Reuters, or any other media source, do you still feel that anywhere do you think mess up can be resolved, or it is out of the reach now? My second question, do you still think that the GDP numbers being quoted in the public domain by our regulatory institutions like the Reserve Bank of India, SEBI, Central Statistical Organization, and different bodies, not to mention the specific name, these numbers are perfect? Or do you still think that is anything left for India to say that we are not a bankrupt economy anymore? Such kind of things, and more importantly, what is the role of the credit rating in this? Are they literally getting paid? It's just that they are getting their money and they are giving the credit rating what you want it to be. That's it. Go to hell. I will give the credit rating what I want it to be. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense. I got my money, I got my invoice. It is the investor who is losing. 2,400 crores of the Yes Bank bonds are currently at stake. Investor do not know because it is downgraded. Investor do not know, boss, whether I will receive this money or not. And I, from the last several years, raising the voice that Yes Bank is actually cooking the books at a very highest extent. Now my question is that if Yes Bank would mess it up, because today the Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank himself acknowledged that, it means that the regulator willingly, unwillingly, they are starting acknowledging that. What would? I'm not saying that it would happen. I don't know, because I'm not a palmistry person, or I'm not a Jyotish, or I'm not a person who can see the vision. But I just want to tell you, what would if after 2 years Yes Bank would closed? How many jobs you think would go? How many mess up it would be created in the system? Who is responsible for that mess up? RBI, Competition Commission of India, Security and Exchange Board of India, or regulators, government, or we are responsible who is trusting on these fake numbers? and thinking that people like Rana Kapoor, who used to run Yes Bank, they are the god. They are the banker of the year. This is how the scene is happening. With this, Treasury Consulting would like to thank you very much, and I hereby thank you the media sources for giving us that number. But to wind up this video, things are really messed it up. Really messed it up. I think it is more messier than what we are thinking, to be honest. You know my mobile number? 919899242978. You know our fixed income platform, rahul.magan@treasuryconsulting.in. Before winding this video, if you are listening this video, just it's actually a statement I wanted to give to somebody without quoting the name. If you are listening this video, then be careful next time before writing email to me, okay? And all those people, those who are thinking that they can write any information or any email to Treasury Consulting, they should be very careful, because this is now Treasury Consulting Group, who is heading as a $200 million company next year and as a conglomerate. You do not know that what all we are doing. And after 3-4 years, you will actually get to know that Treasury Consulting is in par with the Paytm, companies like Paytm, but the difference would be after 4 years, the Paytm would again be in the loss. And after 4 years, even today, and even after 4 years, we would still be in profit. This is Treasury Consulting. Have a great day and happy downgrades. Thank you.